What's up guys, it's Justin here, and today I've got my Hypebeast themed tech bag episode. So this is a video where I kind of gathered products that are Hypebeast collabs or just fashion related stuff that is still relatable to tech. And these are items that I don't exactly use on an everyday basis, but because I've done a lot of themed bag episodes and you guys seem to really enjoy that, I decided why not do something that I'm personally very passionate about. I'm often called a hype beast. I'm really into fashion. So today we've got a bag that has some pretty cool products that I think you guys will enjoy that still have functional use. I know a lot of you guys mentioned that you do want to see more videos where I talk about the products that I use on an everyday basis, but honestly, from the previous episodes, things haven't really changed. I essentially use the same stuff on an everyday basis, so I decided that themed episodes will be hopefully something that you want to see. And if you guys have any ideas that you want to see, make sure you leave a comment down below as to what themed tech bag episodes that you want to see next, because I do read the comments. But yeah, this is the Hypebeast bag. I'm also going to give away a couple items from this video, so all you have to do to enter is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, leave a like on this video, and also drop a comment down below letting me know your favorite piece from this bag, and I'll pick a winner when this video hits 3,000 likes. All of the products I mentioned in this video, I'm going to try to link down in the description section below, but there are a couple items that I did have to get on resale, so I'll likely be leaving an eBay link. So to begin, this is the elephant in the room, and that is the Fear of God Pacsun bag that has the unique Fear of God design when they collabed with Pacsun. They also have a hoodie that looks like this and a pair of Vans that looks like this, which I really want to get. But this bag is kind of a love it or hate it look. I know some people are going to think it's absolutely disgusting, kind of like what I thought when I first saw it, but honestly, now that I've seen it in person, I kind of dig it and I might want to wear this around a couple times. It's got the small Fear of God patch, and in terms of quality, it isn't great. You're definitely overpaying because of the brand name, but it does have a single pocket on the front. And on the top here, I mean, you got your main compartment, and I have a 13-inch computer in here that fits perfectly fine and a bit more space for some other stuff. But it definitely isn't the best when it comes to comfort or cargo. I think you're really going to be paying for the look. So the first Hypebeast related product that I have here is the Supreme Bang & Olufsen collab of the P2 speaker. And this is a speaker that is overall very small. It fits in the palm of my hand very nicely. And what's great about it is that at this size, you can just take it around, throw it in your bag. It charges via USB-C and is built very nicely. It is aluminum on the surface with hard plastic. Has a maximum of 10-hour battery life. And from my testing, I was able to get anywhere from about 6.5 to 7 hours listening at about 80% volume. It has two 15-watt woofers and tweeters. And when it comes to sound quality, I will say that it is decent. It's pretty good, but definitely not the best, especially when you compare it to something like the Logitech UE line, especially for the money. And of course, the premium that you're going to be paying with the Supreme collab, but I think it looks really awesome and the sound quality is decent and it's pretty light. But here's a quick sound test.
Yeah. 7, 8, could you be gone by tomorrow? Hydroplane and trying to pump my brakes. I don't wanna make it look like I ran away.
The next item that we have in the bag is a Supreme Mophie collab from the Fall/Winter 2017 Supreme collection, and it retailed at $98. So it comes in two models, including the 10,000 and the 20,000 milliamp hour. So this is the larger model with around 20,000 milliamp hours, and compared to the other 20,000 milliamp hour Anker batteries that I have, it is pretty close in size. It is a little bit heavier because it is constructed out of aluminum, as a Supreme branding on the front, and it does have a 4-level battery indicator as well. And on the bottom, you're going to find your ports, including two USB ports, a USB-C, and a micro USB, and one of these ports is for priority charging. A battery pack is a battery pack, and I personally use Anker stuff the most, but I know Mophie is one that's been around for a long time and is very reliable. So if you're a hypebeast and just want something that has the Supreme on it, then this is a good option as a portable charger. So the next item that I have here that I just picked up recently that I think will go in every backpack that I travel with is the DJI Mavic Air drone. I personally think this is the perfect drone and one that I've been waiting for such a long time, and I'm gonna do a full review of it. But just look at this thing, and it is a drone that is able to shoot 4K video, 30 frames per second at 100 megabits per second. It has a 3-axis gimbal. It is able to fly up to almost 70 kilometers per hour. It has a 21-minute battery life, but most of all, just look at how small this folds. All of the legs and wings fold in to a very compact size, and it also comes with a nice case, so it's just so easy to just throw in my backpack. And you never know, you might want to get some aerial footage while you're out, and it's just so handy to have such a small drone like this. The remote itself also folds up completely flat, and it uses your phone to control it using the DJI Go app. And just to take a look at the video quality that this thing can capture, I think what's most important about a drone is obviously reliability, and this is able to avoid objects. But of course, being a YouTuber that shoots in 4K, video quality is just as important, and a problem that I had with the DJI Spark was that it was only able to shoot 1080p, so it's great that this guy can shoot 4K. So because we're on the topic of Hypebeast, and in the past episodes I've talked about the phone I'm using and the current case I have, the one that I picked out for this video is the off-white iPhone X case. I honestly had kind of a hard time trying to find this case, but I'm glad I did. It's completely overpriced, but if you're a huge Hypebeast and just kind of like off-white stuff, despite the Mona Lisa thing being kind of weird, then this is a case for you, and I think the white-black color scheme looks pretty cool. It has a bit of a nice soft touch feel to it despite it being plastic. It doesn't really offer much protection. If you drop your phone on its face, it's probably fucked. But I mean, if you really have to do it or just want to match your outfit, then this is the off-white iPhone X case. If you're smart and want a case with proper protection though, then you could also get the Apple silicone case, which is still overpriced, but protects your phone very well, and I've had those on my phones for many years now. So the next thing I have in my bag and next to my drone is an accessory pouch. So one thing that I always take when I'm traveling, no matter what, is of course some chargers. I have a USB 4-port charger from Anker. I also have a ton of cables for my USB-C, my micro USB, and also lightning cable devices. So what I like to do is, instead of having the cables just loosely flowing around my backpack and getting tangled and crushed and hard to find, I use a case like this, a carrying case that essentially lets me organize all my battery packs and cables effectively. This one is from PortPlay, and they make them in a ton of different sizes and colors, and I would like to thank them for sponsoring this video, but I'm just a personal big fan of a product like this. On the top here we have my zipper with a power adapter and also my cables, and in the middle it kind of has a removable compartment that also has a zippered pocket for my battery pack, for example, the Anker one. And on the other side I have another pouch that I could store SD cards for my cameras or drone. And in here, you also have another zipper compartment where I can have my headphones, for example. So this is just a great way to keep things as organized as possible and in a very compact form when you're traveling. And especially if you have a lot of things in your backpack like I do, you can just zip this up, have all of your accessories ready to grab and go whenever you need to, and just stick them in your bag. You can get these from their website, portplay.com, or also from Target, and I'll also drop a link down below. So when it comes to the computer that I'm currently using, my choice is still the Apple MacBook Pro 13-inch with Touch Bar from 2017, and this is what I use on an everyday basis for school or essentially whenever I leave the house. For those who didn't know, my main editing computer is the MacBook Pro 15-inch with Touch Bar, and that is one that I kind of just use as a desktop because I can't remember the last time I actually brought that out of the house. This MacBook has served me very well for school, and although I'm not the biggest fan of the Touch Bar at all, it was just a better value for the processor, the storage, and also the extra ports, which I do use. Of course, I'm able to do word processing and just some general stuff, emails on this computer, but I have also tried editing 4K video and it handled it just fine. Another piece of tech that I've been trying out recently though and fits very nicely in the backpack is the EV, and they're not sponsoring me or anything. I literally received this and started playing with it, and this is essentially a response to Microsoft's Surface line. This is a 2-in-1 that has great hardware and is significantly cheaper than Microsoft's Surface. It still has great build quality. It's constructed out of metal and I've got a dbrand skin on it at the moment. And the keyboard itself is also very well constructed with Alcantara around the sides, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but in terms of build quality in general, I think this is a very, very good competitor to the Microsoft Surface. It's available in a few different options in terms of specs and also storage, and the one I've got here has an i7 processor, the 7th gen i7 with 16 gigs of RAM and also 512 gigs of flash storage. And this has a 12.3-inch IGZO LCD display with a 2880 by 1920 resolution with 100% sRGB coverage, and it overall looks very good, but I do wish it was a little bit brighter. It also does a pretty good job in terms of ports as well. You've got 2 USB 3.0 ports, a USB-C port, a Thunderbolt USB-C port, a 3.5mm audio jack, and also one SD card reader. There is also quad speakers, and although I do take my MacBook more days than not, this is still a great option for Windows users out there who are looking for a good 2-in-1 for a price that is much cheaper than Microsoft. Another piece of tech that hasn't left my bag lately is the Apple AirPods. So I've had these for quite a while now. I think I had them just about a couple weeks after they first came out. But for about 7 or 8 months, they just sat in my drawer and I never used them. But in the past few months, when I went on my morning walks or just go and grab coffee, I always had these with me and in my ears, and it is just such a great piece of tech. I know Apple gets a lot of hate for their design and how stupid they look, but I think at this point in time, society has gotten used to them, and the battery life is pretty decent. They sync very nicely, sound quality is decent, and I think the best part is that you can put them in your ear and completely forget about them. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching this video of what is in my Hypebeast tech bag, and I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of themed episode where I kind of find some products within a given theme, and in this case, this is some Hypebeast stuff from Supreme, Fear of God, Off-White. Personally, I'm pretty passionate about fashion, and you guys will see some more videos of that in the future. But like I said, make sure you leave a comment down below as to some other themed episodes that you would like to see me do. I'm probably going to do a budget one or another student one soon. But drop a like if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.